my previous video, I spoke about how human well-being is related to movement as well as keeping the body still and stable. And both the aspects are important, and yogasanas play an important role in keeping the body stable and still in the right way, in the healthy manner. And in this video, I'll be talking about certain things that you're supposed to take care of before you practice yoga asanas. The first thing is I've already spoken about the importance of the Indian loincloth. Whenever you practice yoga asanas, if you're a male, you're supposed to wear the Indian loincloth, and if you're a female, you can wear a tight underwear and proper support for the upper body. Other thing is, in most physical cultures, like if you hit the gym, you always hit the gym and then take a shower. But as far as yoga asanas are concerned, you should always take a bath before practicing yoga asanas, and there is a very important reason for it. The reason is, you're not after the practice of yoga asanas, there will be certain secretions in the body, especially the secretions of the sebaceous gland. These secretions are very useful for keeping the health of your skin, keeping it moist, properly moist in a natural manner, without the use of any artificial moisturizer. So after the practice of yogasanas, you're supposed to rub these secretions back on the skin. You're supposed to properly massage them on the skin so that the skin remains moist forever. Apart from this, there are a few dietary restrictions, like whenever you're drinking something, there should be a gap between, there should be a gap of half an hour between drinking water and practicing asanas. As far as light meals are concerned, there should be a gap of 1 hour between a light meal and the practice of asanas. And in the case of heavy meals, then there should be a gap of 2.5 to 3 hours between a heavy meal and practice of asanas. Asanas should always be practiced on a mat unless you're specifically doing certain postures for the stimulation of certain acupressure points. Then you can do it on the floor. But otherwise, you should always practice the asanas on a mat so that the secretions are not lost. Also, it is advisable that you do the asanas. If you're a male, you do the asanas only in a langota, only in an Indian loincloth, not wearing anything else. And even for females, you can just wear a tight underwear and a proper upper body supporter while doing postures. You don't have to wear any clothes, so that you can, after the practice of asanas, you can actually rub those secretions back on the body properly. Apart from this, there is this case of diet. There is a proper diet. They say if you are practicing asanas, then you're supposed to follow a Sattvic diet. Sattvic is a Sanskrit word. The English word is sentient. You're supposed to eat sentient food, Sattvic food, if you are a practitioner of asanas. I will make a separate video on diet. For now, just know that there is a particular type of diet for practicing asanas. Other than that, you should always, like I said, always after the practice of asanas, you should always massage your body properly so that you can rub all those secretions back to the skin, and also massage the joints properly. And after that, you should always lie down in the corpse pose in shavasana for 2 minutes. Always lie down for some time, for 2 minutes. And then it is a good habit to walk around slowly inside a room. You should always practice asanas inside a closed room, closed environment. Although you can, it is important that there should be proper ventilation, like open windows and doors, but it should always be a closed room, otherwise you can catch a cold. Because after the practice of asanas, there is a tendency that the heat of the body increases slightly. So you should always remain indoors as much as possible. But if in case you have to get out, always cover yourself properly and always breathe in first inside the room, and whenever you leave the house, then breathe out so that you don't catch a cold. It's a very good way to prevent catching a cold. Apart from this, Mm, there is this whole concept of nadis in yoga. I will make a separate video on that. For now, understand this, that at a time, either your left nostril will be active or your right nostril will be active. And very rarely will you find that both the nostrils are active. But if you're about to practice asanas, always make sure that the left side is active or both the nostrils are active. This is very important. I will make a separate video talking about the autonomic nervous system and the nadis, and also how the activation of one nostril indicates the activation of the sympathetic or parasympathetic nervous system. So I'll make a detailed video on that in some other time, but for now understand that only the left nostril or both the nostrils should be active whenever you're about to practice yoga asanas. So these are the few simple things that you need to take care of while before you practice asanas. And how do you make sure that the left nostril is active? Well, you can either place your fist below the armpit, the opposite armpit, or you can lie down on any one side. Like for different people, it's different. If you lie down on one side, either the opposite nostril will open up or the same nostril will open up. You can check it for yourself. So this is how you make sure that the left nostril is open or both the nostrils are open. But it is a very rare thing that both the nostrils are opened up. I will speak in detail about that later. But for now, these are the things that we need to take care of before practicing asanas.